Hello everyone, welcome to the next section. Today we are going to talk about the next part of this application, how to run this application on Android emulator, and then how to set up next thing related to our actual application. So for that, let's look at this option. From here you can actually start this. The other option for starting it in an emulator, you can run without debugging. So this will take some time. So as you see, by default this is launching on Chrome as per the default setting, but if we go with this Control Shift P option and if we launch emulator and Pixel 3a, so what this will do, this will open up an emulator option that I also talked about in my last video, and then this will deploy the same version of this application in here, as you can see. Now you can use both or you can use any of them for your development, but Chrome is always a lighter choice, and this will give you a view of mobile as well as web. So how this can be converted into a mobile like device, you can go to the developer option. From here you can choose the device, and here you can choose iPhone X and then refresh. So what you will see that this will give you eventually the same option as this emulator in much more lightweight application. So this can be your go-to tool for any of the development related to this. Since it's the application that we are going to develop will not be much hardware intensive, where we will need camera or GPS kind of location, so I can go with any of these options as a default setting. Now, other than this, I talked about, so let's remove each and everything in here, and let's create a more simpler version of this application, and then I'll explain you what are the key components in here. So let's remove each and everything which is written here. First you need to import Dart. So for that, if you have installed Flutter plugin, these options will come automatically. Then your main method. Within main, you need to specify another function or the method which will be called from the main one. So as you will see that as I made this main here, this run and debug option start coming here. It should be void because it is not returning any value. Then we are saying that it will call another method as run app, and we can give this name which can be my application. We need to call this. Since my app is not declared yet, so we need to create. So there can be another shortcut for creating a stateless or a stateful widget. If I say I need to call this, I'll complete this what is a stateful and a stateless widget later. So as soon as I use this shortcut for creating a stateless widget, I just need to provide the name of my application, and then this is the container which will basically return as part of the widget. So everything in the Flutter is widget, and there are few things to note that whenever this build method is called, your Flutter will run and return something. So within this container we need to specify a couple of things. So let's remove this container, or let's first show you how the first text may come here. So very simple, like hello world. If I say hello world and save it, no, this is not required because this is within the container. So as I did this, you will notice that this content should be updated. So it is saying no directionally widget found, this text widget requires a directionally widget. So for that we need to provide, other than this container, we need to provide a material app which should return it. So what we can do is we can click here, wrap up with a widget, and the widget can be material app. Material app. And material app has home as its child component. Let's save it now, refresh it. Let's take some time to load. This is pretty fast if we do it on emulator. So as you can see, this hello world is printed here. Then we can provide some other positional parameters, like this container itself can be part of your center widget. So to be able to do so, we can call and put center, and let's save this so that quick reload will happen. And let's look at this now. So as you can see that this was a quick example how some of the things can be formatted here. We can use a couple of additional plugins which can highlight the tree-like structure, or which can also show like the different curly braces here. But most of the time if you save it, this generates your copy and it deploys in on this one. So this is for the quick overview how we can change a couple of things in here. In the next session, what we will talk about how to plan our application, how the UI should look like, so that we will start accordingly in the next session. So thanks for watching it.